Hey Extra Channel, it's been a while, hasn't it? But we're back. Happy New Year. This will just be a 2024 update video reflecting on the last year, talking about what we're doing with content, talking about what we're doing with this channel, and going forward. So stick around, watch, and let's just get right into it. So first and foremost, you've heard this a million times. I want to stream more. Yes, there's been times where I've said that, even like a couple of months ago, and then I just kind of stopped streaming. I know. This time, I'm going to do it how I want to do it, which means I will not be streaming on YouTube. I know there's some people who really like watching streams on YouTube. It's just a little bit more convenient and easier for them. I get that. Bottom line is, and I'm not going to get too far into it, I just don't enjoy streaming on YouTube. I just do not like it. So many people have told me like, oh, it's better for you to stream on YouTube. It's just not as fun at the end of the day as to when I only streamed on Twitch about a year or two ago and had a lot more fun. I remember like 2021, 2022, I did a lot of streams only on Twitch. Way more fun, way more enjoyable. I was streaming like almost every day. It was awesome. Then I tried streaming on YouTube and maybe it's on me. Maybe I just can't make it work. YouTube streaming is different than Twitch streaming in a lot of ways, and maybe I was just going about it more of a Twitch way, not a YouTube way. I don't know, but I did stream recently on YouTube. I did the not the Crown Tundra DLC. What was the recent DLC called? Indigo Disc DLC. And I streamed it 2 or 3 times on the main channel, and those combined streams lost me 100 subscribers. So sure, the viewership was higher, but as a creator, when you just constantly see the content you're putting out forcing people to unsubscribe, probably not best to continue it. So we're gonna only be streaming on Twitch from now. I don't know when I'll actually start streaming on Twitch. I do want to stream soon, maybe even this weekend. I don't know. But eventually what I want to do is I want to do another trade-only Nuzlocke on Scarlet and Violet. Like I said earlier, we did that a couple of times earlier in 2021 and 2022 with Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Some of the most fun streams I ever had, and I want to do that again in Scarlet and Violet. But being that I haven't streamed much at all in the last year, I don't want to just go right into it on Twitch because I want to build up that audience, build that community, and then do the trade-only Nuzlocke. I think the trade-only Nuzlocke really only works if you have a lot of people in the chat trade you Pokemon, because if I start streaming right now, unannounced, hey, I'm doing a trade-only Nuzlocke, and there's 5 people in the chat, only 1 person can trade me Pokemon, it's gonna make it very hard for me to make that type of content. So I don't know what I'm gonna stream in the meanwhile. Maybe I'll just do a regular randomizer Nuzlocke. We'll see. But either way, no matter what, for most of my streams at least, I definitely plan on uploading highlights to this channel and the Extra channel. And then for some of the streams, like the trade-only Nuzlocke, when it's done, it'll be compiled into a main channel video, which leads me on to my next point. For 2024, I just want to make better videos overall. I feel like 2023, I focused a lot on safe content, so to say. And what I mean by that is early on in the year, I really focused on just fact videos. I think there was a 4 or 5 month period earlier in the year, early in 2023, I should say, where I pretty much just made fact videos. And while my fact videos do fine, I feel like I've kind of exhausted everything I want to do with the fact videos. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm at a point where it's I've made so many different types of fact videos, especially after making the 1 fact of every Pokemon video, which I recently uploaded a couple weeks ago, that there's just not much more fact content that I want to make, and not much more fact content that I feel like I need to make. I feel like I'm at a point where it's I've just made so many, you know what I'm saying? And I want to focus on making other content. I definitely want to focus more on the gameplay content of just me playing the game. Because look at my most recent videos, and I feel like the last month or so, I've really been trying to focus more on making the better content thing. My 3 or 4, I can't count. Not counting the 1 fact in every Pokemon video that went out about 2 weeks ago. My last 5 videos are all they're all different from each other and pretty unique. And it's something I want to focus on going forward. One of the videos in this group is beating Pokemon how Shiny Hunters intended it, which I think is my best video I ever made. I had so much fun making that video. The brief synopsis on the video is basically, I did a Shiny Badge quest on Scarlet and Violet as someone who doesn't really Shiny hunt. However, even though the gameplay was on Scarlet and Violet in terms of getting the badges, the Shiny hunts were across a bunch of different games. And I did it with other Shiny Hunters. Some of them were in person with the other Shiny Hunter. So it was such a fun video to make. I was able to collab with people, which is another thing that I feel like I really don't do a great job of, is I don't really do a great job of collab with people, because I feel like a lot of the content that I was making isn't really too conducive for collabs, especially the fact videos. So going forward, I definitely want to collab more and do all that stuff, and focus on making videos that are more unique. I don't know of a delicate way to put this without sounding mean. I'm not trying to put other creators down when I say this. I don't think this is a bad thing, But I really like that when people look at my channel, they don't just go, oh, that's Papacy. When it comes to Pokemon content, he just makes these type of videos or that type of videos. Like, I don't want to be known as just another type of Pokemon creator that makes this type of video or that type of video. I want people to look at my channel and be like, oh, you do this thing that nobody else does, or oh, you did that video that nobody else really does. Which, sure, it is a little bit harder to grow when you're making a lot of content that is pretty different from each other compared to making content that's just like same style over and over again. But I think it's more fun this way. I think it's cooler because, again, like, you look at my content, I feel like without counting the couple of fact videos that are sprinkled in here, my last like 10 videos, nobody else makes videos like that, and I think that's cool. There might be a weird cut here because I'm recording this after I recorded the entire video, but going back to what I was saying about making content in 2024, one thing I forgot to mention is I want to try to make more not Pokemon content. I'm not gonna do like a 180 and start uploading like Valorant clips or something like that. But there's some video ideas that I have that aren't Pokemon related. And if you look at my channel and look at the non-Pokemon content that I've made over the last couple of years, about a year ago, actually, was it a year ago? Maybe it was less than a year ago. I don't even know. It was a year ago. I made a fact video on Nintendo facts, and it did okay. And going farther back, I did a Nintendo Intended video on Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, which is pretty well. And there's some other Nintendo Intended, or I guess not really Nintendo Intended, because not all of them are by Nintendo, but Nintendo Intended-esque videos I'll make on other games that maybe I'll try, but I'm a little scared of it not doing well because, one thing about YouTube that is good and bad is the algorithm. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that at the end of the day, the algorithm, it's people. If people are clicking on your videos, that's the algorithm, and then they'll click more on the next video. So if you upload a video that doesn't do well, and less people click on it, that means they're less likely to click on the next one, which is why I've been hesitant to not do non-Pokemon related content, and which is why, again, earlier 2023 especially, I focused more on the safer content like I was saying before. But I don't know, there's some videos that I know I can make a good video on that aren't Pokemon related necessarily. They're all like just, it's when I say not Pokemon related, I basically mean Nintendo Intended style videos with the strategy guide, but not on Pokemon games, basically what I mean. I don't know, we could try it. There's one strategy guide for a game I have in mind called Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which I think would be amazing to make a video on. It's a really old PS1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that is like pretty popular on YouTube and like in terms of content. Like, I know speedrunning is pretty big about it. I was talking to Chaotic Meatball about it. Chaotic Meatball, another person that I met at TwitchCon, although I think that part of the video will be later on, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, a lot of videos I want to make that are not Pokemon related, and we'll see. Even over the summer, I started working on I have it right here. This guide has been on my desk for like 6 months. Kirby Epic Yarn strategy guide. I was making a Kirby Epic Yarn how Nintendo intended. I got through the first level and I scripted the first part of the video. I might even edit it. Maybe I did edit it. I don't know. And I was like, you know what? Do I want to upload this? Like, will people watch Kirby Intended? I don't know. But yeah, let's go back to past Papacy to finish out the rest of the video. And I feel like part of making the whole better content thing, this actually bleeds into it, I should say, is I've done a really bad job as a creator of building a community. And what I say by that is, like, sure, my YouTube numbers are growing and stuff like that, but I never did a good job of pushing other social medias and just like building that community, because I know you're not supposed to compare yourself to other creators and stuff like that, but if I look at other creators, bigger creators than me, smaller creators than me, creators around the same size, a lot of them did a better job of building that community. And what I mean by that is building up their Twitter, building up their Discord, both of my link in the description, by the way. And I feel like I don't really do that. And I feel like part of that is because I haven't really doing a great job streaming. Like in the last year or so, the inconsistent amount of times that I've streamed, I feel like every time that I stream, I could get to that 30 or so viewer mark on Twitch, but every single time I stream, it would be like different people. And I never did a good job of building that core community, and I definitely want to focus on that. So again, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all my socials in the description. Follow me and stuff like that. And now to focus more on 2023. Like, again, I feel like I touched on this a little bit earlier. It wasn't a bad year, but I feel like my content didn't kind of stagnate a little bit. If I look, I don't have it pulled up. I don't even know where it is. I don't know if it's YouTube or TubeBuddy or vidIQ, whoever, but they do like a YouTube creator recap. And if I look at my recap from the last year, it's not bad by any means, but it's less than 2022. It's less than 2021. It's less than 2020. And I definitely want to focus on 2024 building that up. I don't have this pulled up. I should have pulled it up, but I did put a list of goals. when it comes to content. And number one is 300,000 subscribers. I think I can do that. I really do think I can do that. I know I can do that. I just have to focus on making better content that people want to subscribe to. The numbers are down a little bit the last couple of months. From what I've heard from other creators, though, it's down for everybody, so it's not that bad. But for 2024, I really want to pick that up. I want to get to 300,000 subscribers. I really want to be part of it on Twitch, too. Honestly, this is probably a dumb reason to want to be part of it on Twitch. I want to be part of it on Twitch because I just think it's cool. Like, is that weird? Like, that little check mark? Like, that's cool. Because I feel like most social media platforms have made it really easy to get that check mark because you can just buy it nowadays. But on Twitch, you can't. You can't buy that. You got to earn that. And I think that's really cool. And I also want to go to TwitchCon next year and have my badge say partner instead of affiliate, because my next point is this past year, I started going to a lot of conventions. And I'm really happy that I did that. I'm actually going to Charlotte Regionals in a couple of weeks. I think it's like January 18th, 19th in Charlotte, North Carolina. I will be there. If you're there, say hi. I know some of my friends will be there. I know Powder will be there. Hybrid Hero will be there. JPR will be there. Other people will be there, I'm sure. But yeah, so 2023, I really focused on going to a lot of events. It started with me going to the Hartford Regionals back in, I want to say, May of this year. Of 2023, I should say, because it's 2024 when this is uploaded. I'm uploading, although I'm recording this on the 31st. You're seeing it on the 1st. Anyway, so I went to Hartford Regionals, saw Powder, saw Iron Boffin, two of the oldest friends I have on YouTube, and I'm so glad I met them. Over the summer, I met with Elliot and Josh at a local gaming convention, which was a ton of fun. Went to Pokemon Go Fest with Elliot a couple of weeks later. Met so many people at Go Fest. Oh my god, at Go Fest, I don't even play Pokemon Go, first of all. The amount of people that were there was astounding. I did not expect that. But I met so many people there at Go Fest. And then I went to, where else did I go? God, I went everywhere. Went to Pittsburgh Regionals. That was fun. Then I went to, where did I go after Pittsburgh? I went to Vegas for TwitchCon, which is what I was talking about earlier. And I'm not going to get too much into TwitchCon. Basically, long story short about TwitchCon is the accommodations that me and like 4 or 5 other people that were supposed to stay with fell through while we were on the way to TwitchCon. So TwitchCon was a big headache and was very stressful, but I did meet some great people. Met Flygon HG, one of my closest friends on YouTube, of course. And also met a lot of people for the first time there that were just so nice to me because they were so understanding that I was so stressed out when I landed and had nowhere to stay. And then ended up staying with people, so it was fine. I really do appreciate that. And I'm very glad that I definitely focused more on meeting creators this year in general, like I was saying earlier with the collaborations and now with going to cons. So I don't know if there's anything else that I really need to say here. The TLDR is Hi Extra Channel. We're planning on being back. We're going to stream on Twitch. Possibly there'll be some streams on YouTube here and there, but I will not stream consistently on YouTube. I'll definitely stream on Twitch. Making more content, going to more events, making better content. And yeah, Extra Channel, if you watched this far, say what your favorite game you played in 2023 was. Mine, I didn't play that many games in 2023, to be honest. Probably Golf Story. Golf Story on the Switch, no lie, one of the greatest games I've ever played in my entire life. It's on the eShop. It's like, I don't even know how much it is. I think it's like $10. You should play it. It's an RPG in the SNES style where you play golf. I don't even really like golf that much, but I like that game. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Subscribe to the main channel. Got a lot of cool stuff going there, and Twitch, all that. I've plugged my stuff enough. Just goodbye. Happy New Year.